So, hello everyone. So, I'm sorry if this is juggling around. So, hello. I finally got my planner from Night Owl, and I thought I'll tell you a little bit what I want to do, and I'll also kind of let you know what I think of it, because it's the first time that I'm using them. First of all, this this color scheme, I love it. I had the chance to kind of switch to the um, Envy green, I would say, green, with all green, but I'm not a fan of green, so I'll stick with the apricot. I think that's what the color is called. I love that it's a kind of silver and gold type of situation, so fitting for each one. And these two are soft covers. I knew there were soft covers, so it's not a new thing or anything. It's just I didn't realize how different it would feel in my hands compared to my bullet journal that I'm currently using, which is, by definition, if you look at it, I think even thicker than these two combined. And as you can see, it is a hardcover, so it is sturdy. So I'm not used to soft covers. I don't think I ever used a soft cover in terms of a journal or planner, always hardcover. So soft covers are new to me, which is why the feel is so well, different and not what I'm used to. And I'm not sure. I'm not used to it. I have a word in mind in German, but God forbid I remember the English word. So this is January. So how I want to use them is I will set up the first half of the book, like this one. I already broke in a little bit of spine, and use this page as a index, and this one I will do like Jessica Wren. She said she's using the first page as the list page, so I'm gonna do that here. And for starters, for the first thing that I will do in this notebook is white out the goal setting and simply write down project, because we all know, or maybe not, but you will know now, soon. Oh my god, you hardly see that. It's awesome. You hardly see the cover. You will know now that I'm terrible with goals, and things only work for me halfway or partially if I think of them as projects. Therefore, everything that is goal related for me will be called projects. And yeah, I just miswrote that. So let me fix it again. So this is a project page, so I will change that. I kind of like more my handwriting, so I will change the index too and turn it into an index page with my handwriting. So let's use some of the new Tumblr. Wait, we need to make a pen test page. How could I forget to do that? Oh my goodness. Let's this page, or am I going to do feature log here? But then I have the pen test page on the back. No, I will do this here. So this will be my pen test page. And I have to admit that these squares or the grid is tiny compared to what I'm used to, which is, by the way, the 0.5 variation, like in other bullet journals type of situation. You only have half a centimeters in terms of squares, and these I think are like Hobonichi, and those are 3.85 or 3.8 centimeters, millimeters. Don't forget, not centimeters, millimeters, guys. So let's see. Yay, cool. Okay, let's see. This is my Pilot Kakuno. So let's write down Pilot, Kaku. No, I actually really wanted it. It's been years, but as you can see, there's a little smiley. I hope you can see that. I'll see later, otherwise I will show you again. So there's a little smiley on the nib, and I love that. It's kind of funny, makes you happy just writing with the Reddit. And I have a fine because I like to write small, and in Germany it's usually a medium if you buy it, unless you really make sure you get a fine or an extra fine, a fine nib. So let's see, what else do we have? We have a Pentel gel pen situation, so let's test this one out. This is the Pentel multi-pen. So let's see how this is going. Oh yeah, this one. I'm getting sidetracked. These are the scissors that I bought in Berlin when I went crazy with shopping. They're awesome. They're cute. I wanted those types of scissors for I don't know how long. So yeah, I finally got it. I got weak. I admit it. I get weak with these types of things. So this is a Hello Kitty. I think it's Sakura. No, not a Sakura. Zebra. I don't know which one this is. But this is the Hello Kitty one. And it's a limited edition. So let's use this one. Hello Kitty. And it is in 0.4. The multi-pen, I have no idea which one it is. I think it's a 0.5. And then we have the Sakura Micron. Sakura Micron and the 0.8. I have 3 of these. I have more sometime, but these are the ones that I recently bought because the other ones are either dried up, empty, and gone. So Sakura 0. And this is the 4, but I still think it's the 5, but it's the 4. So, oh, this one we already had. This one. This is really scratchy, the 02. No idea why they made it so scratchy, or if I have a default faulty product. So, okay, this wasn't as scratchy. Maybe it's just my other notebook where I write in. So this is one of my favorite pens. I'm not using it as much anymore, but it's one of my favorites. And getting these refills in Germany is a pain in the ass because you don't hardly get it on Amazon. You pay yourself, I don't know, how many parts of my body do you want for one of these refills? It's kind of like that. So I always used to buy them on AliExpress because they are moderately priced there. And last time I was in Berlin, as I said, I shopped a lot. I found the store that sells these, so I'm happy about that. So let's see, this is the Uni Style Fit, and I think these, oh yeah, that's the 0.8 variation. Should I use another color? Yeah, I use green quite often too, so let's use the green one. Uni Style Fit, and this one is also in the 0.38. Let's see. Okay, you have to wait a little bit before moving around on it, but it doesn't smudge after you wait a little bit, so keep that in mind. Just wait a little bit, like a minute or two, not even. I think these were 30 seconds, not even 10 seconds, I have no idea. So this is the Zebra Sarasa in the 05. This is gray. This is from the vintage style of pens, I think. I got them off of not the washi shop, the other one. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. I'll link it down below. And I bought them, only these two. I didn't buy the whole pack. There were single ones that I bought. And the amazing thing is with the zebra ones, no matter which body you have, I haven't noticed it not working with the ones that I have. So it doesn't matter which body you have. You can switch these fills and the inside out, you can exchange them with whatever body you have. So if you can find refills for the gray or the burgundy anywhere, just a refill, and you have a body of the Sarasa clip or any other Sarasa pen. I have another one where it's like pink, and I have a ton of these Sarasa ones, and I noticed that I can exchange the fills inside the refills with each of them. So this is awesome. I like that, because that way I'm not only minimized to one type of refill like I would be with this one, which is also cool. This one is from the Angel shop, so check them out. I also got a notebook from them, and the moons that are in there are actually glowing in the dark, and there are also beds in there, so it kind of reminds me of Safia. Like, come on, she's a whole bad. Anyways, this one we can try out too, so I'll call this the bad pen. So, and I think it's also 05. But the good thing is, when I ordered it, I didn't realize it was this much of a quality, because this is metal. This one, I thought it would be plastic, but it's metal, which is awesome. So it's a better quality than I thought I would get for the price. And as you can see, it works out just fine. And I don't think I have to worry too much about the size of the grid, because that is one part that I was actually worried about for me. But I do have a small handwriting, especially when I write with thin pens, like the small 2-1 or the 0.5 ones, especially if they're from Japan. They're smaller than the German ones. The German 0.5 ones usually are kind of thick, in my opinion, if you ask me. So this is my fountain pen. I think it's an Arsine. S-Wine, I think it's called. Fountain pen. So this one works out fine too, which is awesome. By the way, this is the most expensive fountain pen that I have. And my light just turned off. My battery's about to die, I think. So this is the most expensive one that I have. Let me see. Change the lighting. Oops. Now we've got a little bit of a different lighting situation going on, but it's light. So this is the most expensive one, and you can actually see the ink on the inside, which I've refilled, which is a mix between two different inks that I have at hand, which I don't use. It's a pure red one and a pure green one, and I don't use those inks necessarily in a fountain pen. I like greens, I like browns, grays. No, not greens. Turquoise, more bluish types of situation in a fountain pen, I've noticed. Currently in this one is a black, but the cartridges that you can buy for this pen are kind of expensive, so I'm using up the black, and then I'm simply going to refill it with a syringe, so it's not as messy. This one is a online pen. I would just call them all pens, even though they're not all pens. This is a ballpoint pen. I know there are different vocabulary in English. Just kind of lazy in that. And this is a online fountain pen, and I'm not sure if you realize it, but this fountain pen is the same color as the nail polish from Holo Taco. I think it's called something mist or something. I will have to link it below. But this is the exact same color than like one of Holo Taco's nail polishes. And it's awesome. I had to buy it. So, another fountain pen. Yeah, this one might be a little bit tricky because this is an M nib. I will have to write bigger with it. So, kind of like this one for headers, and in block text, this would be, paragraphs would be in this one because it's finer. You can see actually quite well the difference between the nibs, because this one is an M and this one I think is a fine. I think I got a fine, yeah. I got a fine nib with this one. I wasn't sure if I like extra fine, so I only got a fine with this one. So fine, and this one is medium. Just like this one is also a fine. I wasn't sure. I thought about getting a extra fine with this one, but it was a little bit scratchy, so I didn't get it. So let's see. Test the Tombos. Let's go with the dark one, because the dark ones are usually the ones that bleed through. So Tombow. And then use a lighter one. This is sage green. I never thought I would like this color as much as I do, but I extremely enjoy this color. So Tombow. Maybe a red. Let's try a red too. I have so many Tombows that they don't all fit into this box, which is awesome actually. And I also think if you buy anything related to pen storage, it should be measured in Tombos. So this is one Tombow. It's kind of like a funny thing that somewhere started with a meme. How stupid are you? You are one Habeck. Oh my god. Habeck is the finance minister here in Germany, and he's quite stupid if you ask me. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? But yeah, he is stupid. Can't believe someone like that is managing finances. I would be better than that. I assure you. I'm quite well with managing my own finances. So, difference would be the numbers. That's all that would be different. The number and the scale. So that's what I'm testing from the mask that I have. So, and I think, oh yeah, I have the dot pens, and I also have zebras. So here are the rest of the Tombos and my zebras. Oops. And these ones are the twin Tombos that I got recently. And when I bought them, I wasn't sure which one I should get. The pastel one, which would be this one, or the bright ones, which would be these two. So I got both. I knew I would be going shopping at the end of October, because I already calculated that into my finances. So it didn't do much. Twin tone. Let's only use the thick ones because the thin ones should work just fine. Yeah, for headers this would be awesome. Can use these. So let's use this one, twin tone. Oh, I really have to write small, really tiny. I have to use these. Oh my god, guys, this is awesome. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's no bleed through with none of them. Not even one, which is awesome. I had bleed through with my bullet journal. With this one with quite a few. Yeah, just some. Here, as you can see, these ones. Those are the glittery ones that I already thought they would bleed through. So I had problems with there. And I also had problems with the Pelikan fine liner that I have. And also with some of the others with this color. That would be the Tombow 443. I had trouble. And the darker Tombos, they made trouble. The black ones, surprisingly not, but the darker ones. And then I got cheap pens, and they bled through like crazy, if you can see that. I mean, come on, there's a hell lot of bleed through. Then I got the Faber-Castell pens, markers, and they hardly bled through, so it's only the cheap ones that bled through. And then I have the dot markers, and they also bled through with the dots, which is kind of annoying. So I hardly use them. I'm also not sure if I like them or not, because I don't understand the hype of them, so I want to use them, but I hate the bleed through. I can get along with ghosting, you know, but bleed through, no. Absolutely no. So, let's see, and I used this one and the other one, and maybe this one, a light one, maybe you can see this one. I think it's also shimmery. Or not? No, not shimmer. No shimmer here. So this is one dot. La. Blah, 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 blah. Von Hotel Transylvanian. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Have you watched that? I love those movies. And I love that Selena Gomez is kinda, you know, doing the voiceover. Yeah, definitely only using those for the headers. So in a minimalistic way. So let's try this one. This is not as dark, but not as light as the other. Blah, blah, blah. So, and, well, the light one a little bit, but otherwise not truly. So, I guess it's a go for the dot markers, and I don't have the, I think the original are from a different brand. I have the Ohuhu one, the cheaper version, than the original from the Zigzag, I think, is the original. I'm not quite sure. So, yeah, these are working out fine, which is good. We can try and work with them. And now we only have the Zebra mild liner left, which I don't have the full packs, only the colors that I like, and then I didn't buy more of it because the hype was over, I think. Mild liner. I think the hype is over with these because they are being duped left and right, to be honest. So let's see. And this one. And let's try the brown one too. I don't have, do I still have the red one? Oh yeah, I still have the red one. This one is really choosy on me all the time, so I'm gonna use this to test it. This bled through so many different notebooks. And I will test the orangey one too, because that one was also quite critical in terms of bleed through with others. So, and I wanted to test this really dark red that I have with the Tombos. So I'm gonna test this one too. But the other Tombos were quite alright, so I don't think I will have a problem with this one. Sometimes it's not even the whole line of pens you have that bleed through. Sometimes it's just one or two pens from the whole set you own. But, well, the paper quality is top notch. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So we have that going. I think I tested quite a different pens that I owned, which is good. Clean it up. Always clean up after yourself, that way it doesn't stand a chance to accumulate and annoy the crap out of you when you do or want to do something else. So you have that going on, I guess. Always try to be tidy. Sometimes the chaos breaks out and I can't think straight. It's a whole mess in my head then. So we have tested the pens. So let's go back to the front. We have now officially entered the Should I name it? I have no idea what I will do with this one. Oh yeah, right. I wanted to do the smoking lines, like something hot is in there. So like this one, wiggly. So it's steaming, and let's do it like this. There's some hot tea in there. I like it. Or is this a logo from somebody else? I have no idea if this is a logo from somebody else, but I think from Spill Tea. I don't know. Let me know if this is a logo from someone, because otherwise I will have to kind of stick something over it. Alright, so we have the index page, which I have to rename now. This is where we left off. So how did I do it in my Bujo? Because I really like the style of it. Oh yeah, I wrote it really big on the top. So let's mark it gray in the top. Especially because I don't have to write down the month situation and stuff like this, I think. Not sure if I'm going to write it down. But I don't write down every single week or so. That's not how I do these things. Okay, let's use the big Sakura one, the 8, and write down the index. And where do I have my ruler? I don't have a ruler. So let's use something else. So yeah, let's use this one. By the way, the refills that I got for this pen is this company, Lubian. And they also have an online shop if you want to check them out. They have really cool stuff. I also got the fountain pen there. And I also got those beautiful scissors there. You know, they're from the shop. Anyways, let's use this for a ruler for now, because I misplaced my original one. So let's see. So also I need a little bit in the front for it. But for now we need another line here. And then let's give me a little bit more space than in my Bujo. In my Bujo I didn't have much space for the page numbers, so let's use it like this. And you can use the whole page. So use a smaller one. Oh, let's use this one. No, wait. Don't want different mixed things once in there. So these are the pages, and this is the, I think it's written with a K. We see content. So that is that, my index page. So let's write out, now let's do it with the same one. And let's see how many things I can come up with to fill in this list. So this one, the list. Check out Jessie Corin's video for this one. She has a really nice video on that. Or maybe it was somewhere within a video, but she's got a ton of videos, which is awesome. I love her. Alright, so we have the index, we have the list. Projects I still have to plan out, so I'm not gonna do that now. But what I can do, and I will do, transfer the appointments that I already have, as well as some of my break that has already been approved, so I will do that too. So let's see. Okay, I have a few things already planned for the beginning of 2024. Let's see. We have, oh, and there's a certain code that I have. This green always signals me that I have a break from work, so I'm gonna continue this one and simply draw in a line here because it's my break. And then we have another break in March on the 28th. March 28th here. This one is a holiday and this one too, so I don't have to really draw in these with the green one, but we'll draw in a line with the red one. And that signals me that everything is closed and I have to shop way before that. Otherwise I will be screwed. So that's that. And I'm not gonna continue to write in more of my breaks for now. And simply go on with, I need a small one for this, with my appointments. So I have on the 29th, I have 10:30. Oh. Okay, I'm still recording, but my battery is about to die, so I'll have to stop at some point. Okay, so let's put it like this again so you guys see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think you guys see what I'm doing. So let's see. And I have another one at 13. And I have additional notes for my appointments. Alright, so I'm back. And I did a little bit of planning in both of these, and as I said, I incorporated all the holidays, which is good. There were none in there, so I didn't have to write them out, which is perfect. And I'll show you with the first half, and then I'll show you the second half, because there are some things that I simply will keep the same throughout the year. And so I copied it from one journal to the other, or one planner to the other. And I didn't use anything different besides the twin tones, some Tombos, and fountain pen, this Pendle one. I used my Unistyle Fit, which most likely is not a good thing to use because it smudges and stays wet way too long for my taste. So probably gonna use it in here any further than that, or else use something else. So that up front. So I'll continue. So first things first, I indexed some of the stuff that I can already index, and the rest will be open for later use. For me to index other stuff, if it's related to the months, I might squeeze it in here, but I'm not really sure if I will, because it will be really squeezed in. And I also started to put in some things in this list. And as you will see, this is the second half. I did a part 2 of the list. So anything that hasn't been completed on it, I will simply copy to the second half and part 2, and then I will continue on. Also, the page numbers in the beginning are almost aligned. It starts to differ in the weeklies starting at September, and everything else is mostly kind of the same. So that, I haven't really planned anything yet, so I'll keep that open for now. That one, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this one or if I go like this. I'm not sure about that either yet. So I put in all my appointments and my break for the beginning of the year and also the birthdays. And as you can see, I'm a little bit smudged here, so now it's dry. And other things that I need to remember, kind of like a to-do list and other notes type of things, and some notes down here. This is the area I will use for notes, and this is kind of like for to-dos, which I usually did on an extra page. So I have more space for here, which will become my review page for the month and maybe other stuff that I want to use. I did tarot in my other journal, my bullet journal, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue in this one or if I use the tarot journal that I have. So I did it also for here and stuff that I might need to know, which I can already put in before I forget them. Also holidays, another appointments, my break, and other things that I need to remember that are important in that week. That's why it's written like this and not up the top. So also another empty page. Then we have April. There's not much going on in April, and you'll see it's gonna continue. It's also playing for May. There's a little bit more that I can already put in. Some birthday. My bunny, I had to put her to rest on this day, and my grandmother died on this day, so 21 years ago, which is crazy if you ask me, and other things I need to do. Like I said, this is gonna be my to-do list, and this is gonna be in my notes section type of thing, or maybe up here. I'm not really sure. I'm not even sure if I need a notes section every month either. So summer birthdays, and then I have a visit planned in Berlin with my friend. So, and my break for June. I'm not really sure if this is going to stay that way, but if I can manage, I will leave it as it is. And yeah, another few memorials. So I have that going on. And then we come straight, or we're going straight into the weeklies, which I will not prepare. That is something that I will do on the fly. I haven't put anything in here either, so the only thing that changed in the back is my future log for 2024 for the second half. As I said, I don't want to kind of like switch between the two. This one will be stored until it's needed in July next year, and if I have anything going on or I have to prep anything, I can simply write it down in here. If I need more space, I have this side. Otherwise, I will leave it empty and put in the 6 months mini calendar type of situation up here. I'm not gonna write it, I'm gonna glue it in. So we're going to have the pen page, and this is the same as you saw before. So this is all I have prepped for now in this one. And the second one, as I said, the index and the list. And I have to make something out of this too. But I'm not sure if it's going to be tea. And yeah, so in this one it's even less. There's the same thing like birthdays. Then we have more birthdays. There are no holidays in these 2 months. Then we have birthday and a holiday and possibly a break. I am thinking of writing down my my breaks from work into the list, the list, because they might change or it might not change. I'm not really sure about that until around March or at the end of February. I will see it by then. As if it changed, I don't need it in here. It's going to be confusing. So this is October. We have 2 holidays. We have 4 birthdays and 1 anniversary of death. And I just realized that my first bunny that I ever got had his 10-year anniversary of being dead this year. So that was kind of shocking. We have another month without... Why did it turn off? Oh my goodness. Now it's back to turning off. This is not fun. Absolutely no fun at all. Why did it turn off? I have no idea why it turned off. Wait, let me check. Okay. So my phone just got too hot, so we don't have much more light than this. I really hope that is okay. So, and I zoomed a little bit closer. So we have only birthdays in November, but we're almost through though. And one birthday or two birthdays on the same day. And we also have some holidays. And I noticed while I was doing this that the last week is kind of squished. And I'm not really sure why though, because you could have changed the dimension of all of these boxes to make them equal. So I'm not happy about that. But luckily, it's the 30th and the 31st, so I hardly have anything going on for me that way. And has that been anywhere else the case? I think maybe September, because I know there are 6 weeks in September too. Yeah, in September there's also Monday. Luckily it's Monday, but would be really bad if it would have been the whole week or something like that. So in this case, I'm glad she didn't put it up here because I can't do with that. But maybe use it to change the dimension to make them equal. They will be smaller, yes, but they will all be smaller and not just this one box. So that may be something to consider for next year, which Sterling and consider this year. So yeah, it's kind of funny, but you can kind of see that there's a year apart or so. I think it's a year between these two going on. So yeah, that's December, and I didn't do any weeklies here either. And then we have the future log for January till June 2025. Again, 6 months. That's more than enough for me to plan into the future. So while I was doing this, I was kind of like, could be nice if there were some sort of indicators where the thirds are, or even the. I'm not sure if it would be cool to have fourth, but maybe the thirds and the halfway marking. That would have been nice, because using a ruler, like, where is the half, and then you have almost 12. It's like, what the fuck? Give me that 1 millimeter to make it 12, and then even if you have the 12 and want to use kind of like 4 and 4, which is not really possible because one of these is only 4 millimeters, almost 4 millimeters. So yeah, it's a little bit weird, but I think I will get used to it. Yeah, and this awkward page, which I have still going on this one, where I have my pen test, this awkward page type of situation. I need it in this one. I simply glued it down because it's awkward. Why companies don't simply glue it down from the get-go, I don't get it. But it would be nice if this awkward page is simply always glued down like this. I'm not going to do it with this first page though, even though I'm thinking of doing that. But you could, as a company, simply glue it down. No one would notice. I don't think anyone would notice if you don't specifically say that you glued the first page down right away. Not if the glue is, kind of good. So this is what I've been doing while I was out of camera, because my battery was dying on my phone, and yeah, my phone gets way too hot. But that is a topic of another one. So for next year, I have these two awesome babies that I will be using, and I cannot wait to finally do so. I have to admit, I broke in the spine from both of them, and I was afraid that they might be, turning outwards like a half shape. But I don't think that's going to happen with these. I hope it stays that way. So, yeah. Can't wait to have these. Yay! Or use them, actually. I have them already. And I'm surprised that this one is more it's more texturized than this one. This is way more smooth than this one. And I'm thinking of using, something to put on top of it, and I have clear sticky foil that I can, rub this in, but then I won't be able to feel the texture anymore, and I'm not sure if I want to give that up yet. So as another option, because I didn't get any clear stuff or anything to put on top of it, I could use one of these. I have a few of them because I used them for a year. Had something prepped for the second year, and then I didn't use it really because my needs changed from one tier to another. So could put it in here. It's small enough that it will fit. I'll have a page marker like this one that I do not need and I hate to the max, but it would give me the opportunity to use this one because my friend bought it for me because I like sushi. I truly love sushi. I eat this type of sushi. I hate that. This one, that, love it. That one is fine too. I had that one too. I didn't try this one yet. I'm not really sure about what that is. But yeah, I tried this one. This one. Yeah. Some of this actually. Some of this I'm not really sure if I tried it or simply just ate it and without really looking at it. So yeah, this is my old paper all night owl planner situation for next year, but it's not my whole lineup, so that will be in an extra video. So I hope you had fun, and for now, I wish you a good day. Bye.